And stolen by Howard. Screen by Howard. Edwards looking it over. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time. Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, still without a basket. It's good from long range.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Outside Edwards. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Baltimore with the rebound. Outside Edwards. .144 left to play here in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Mikan.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Got that one up quick. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Over in the corner, Williamson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And Baltimore leads by 9. From deep, George. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Second shot opportunity. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Mitchell in the corner. Three-pointer. That one no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Out of bounds, Louisville takes possession.
Substitution on the floor.
Louisville trails by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, it's Bird. And it's Baltimore on the break. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. He's got 15.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jump.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Baltimore leading by 8. Here's Edwards. Driving in. Some solid defense from Reed. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Cunningham. And so it's Baltimore in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Louisville. Pass to Reed. Back to Cunningham. There's a screen by Robinson. To the middle. And the dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
There's Anthony Edwards. And the rebound goes to Louisville. And stolen by Williamson. Here's the break. Here's Richmond. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And Baltimore leads by 8.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Pass to George. It's Edwards on the wing. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now Williamson. 5 points in the game. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And so he makes both from the line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Pass to George. Screened by Howard. A second chance effort. George with the bucket. George has got 9 points.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Reed a screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Outside for Robinson. Louisville passing it around. Launches from deep. Kept alive. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And great effort by Cunningham. Those are found points there.
Edwards drives in. And Cunningham with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Louisville trails by 8. It's tipped. In the corner, it's Bird. Off target with his three. Baltimore on offense. Outside, Edwards. Out of hand on it. To the paint. Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Giannis. Out to the right wing. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 6. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside. For 3, Edwards. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got momentum.
And so it's Baltimore in control with the night. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Baltimore leading by 9. In the corner, George with it. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Pass to Richmond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. George with the bucket. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Baltimore.
And just a beast of a scorer. Give George these kinds of looks, and he typically knocks him down.
Here's Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And here is Williamson. Outside Edwards. With the drive. Anthony Edwards. How do you like that?
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Cunningham outside. Bird right side. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to George. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Giannis. In the corner, it's Bird. Reed. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And it's about the want to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
On the wing, Richmond. And it's off from three-point range. Louisville trails by 9. Outside, George. The tray. The shot will not fall.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wasted no time on that one.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Outside Edwards. .102 left to the fourth quarter. Edwards getting the close range too.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
Richmond with the steal. Fades. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never... let up.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
In the corner, George with it. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. They've led by as many as 11 points. Robinson pulls it in. Pushing it up. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
First team.
And so it's Baltimore with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying